Hi YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. We are on part 6 of building our greenhouse by the company Backyard Discovery. If you have stumbled across this video, maybe because you're building one of these greenhouses, or if you're following along, thank you so much. I have compiled all parts, part 1 through now part 6 of building this greenhouse so you can easily access it. So look under the playlist under my videos and you'll see the first one. I believe it's called Building the Bellerose Greenhouse. That's the first video. So we are on part 6. We are installing the window panels. And what I love about this video, yes, I am doing the intro afterwards because, and I say this with such passion and frustration, the weather has been awful here in the month of May in New Hampshire. There's been so much rain and gloominess. So this day, it was like a couple days ago that we put the window panels in. It was glorious. It was so beautiful. Bright blue skies, the clouds were out. So it was such a nice day to finally build this greenhouse. It's been my favorite part so far, mainly because of the weather. So without further ado, you're gonna watch us put the window panels in. It's the Bellerose. The size is 11 by 7 greenhouse by the company Backyard Discovery. Enjoy. I can't even think of a funny transition or a funny pun right now because Biscuit just looks adorable dressed as a carrot. He's hold on. Biscuit's here because he would like to help his mother grow her channel just like he's growing into a beautiful orange carrot, right buddy? That's so cheesy, but I'm gonna keep it in. So if you are not following me yet here at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration, there's a subscribe button. You know the drill. You've been watching YouTubes for years. It's in the lower right-hand corner. Click on that, subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 30,000. I'm almost there, you guys. Almost there to 30,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. If you have been following me, thank you so much. Biscuit does a bow as well. You know Biscuit is my beloved 10-year-old Chihuahua. Love him so much. And he gets put in costumes quite often to help me sell my furniture and to be here on YouTube. So have fun watching part 6. Happy growing, happy gardening. This little carrot says bye. Okay, let's get this window panel party install started. Okay, he is holding what's called a poly channel. That's what it says in the manual. And it has long adhesive strips on the back of them. And it's pretty simple to install. You just take the side that has the adhesive and press it in. And this is going to help enable us to slide the actual window panel down into the window frame area. Now we already did this on the back side of the greenhouse where the workstation is, so we were kind of familiar with what was going to go on here. So we decided our little system was going to be, I was going to strip all of the poly channels from the adhesive strip down, and he was just going to press them in, and it worked like a charm. We went pretty quickly here. And then next what you're going to see us do is actually slide the window panels in. Okay, you're going to see us come into frame here. We're going to be carrying all the window panels, 12 in total, 6 on each side. Each window panel has a protective film on it. One side is labeled UV. Make sure that side is facing out. That is so important to remember that. Okay, here's our first whoopsie of the day. We forgot to put the poly channels on the top and the bottom. So here we are affixing those after the fact. So not only are you putting the poly channels in the wooden frames, you're also putting these smaller ones on the top and the bottom. That helps seal the window panel. But before you put those little poly channels on the top and the bottom, you have to put this gray, they call it dust seal tape on the top and the bottom. Then you put the small poly channels on and then you slide them in. You're going to notice here we had a difficult time getting this particular window in. So we thought, you know what, let's go to the next one, and it fit better. So you might have just like these minuscule differences in measurements. Don't fret, just kind of go with it. You can see right here it happened again, and we just moved on to the next one and it fit like a glove. And we made sure here that we didn't push them down all the way at first. We just wanted to make sure they fit snug. Okay, just want to point out quickly what I'm doing to help ease the window panel down each time that we put one in. So you remember those poly channels that we put in at first? Well, the channel is really tightly closed. Like I had to keep it open with my fingers so he could start it to get it down in the poly channels. I mean, that's good. It shows that it's a tight fit, but that's where you're gonna need 2 people to do this window panel install for sure. And you can see we had another issue with different window panels fitting better than others. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the front of the greenhouse. Oh, wait, who's this coming into frame? Oh, that's my 13-year-old daughter. She needs a ride. She needs a ride to go hang out with her friends. If you're a parent to pre-teenagers, you know the drill. You are the taxi. Okay, we're gonna get this last window panel in, and then I'm gonna give you a close-up look of what it all looks like put together. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Looks amazing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Once you start to get these window panels on, when you're inside the greenhouse, even though the roof is not on, you can feel the temperature increase in there. Look how swankalicious this looks. I am so impressed with this build. Oh, I'm falling in love with this greenhouse more and more and more as it gets assembled, and I'm envisioning myself in here just planting away. I am so excited. So this is what it looks like from the inside. She's so lovely. Okay, it took me an hour and a half to bring my daughter to her friend's house. That's round trip. While I was gone, he was nice enough to take the initiative and he put all the window framed top parts here. I think that's what you call them. He installed those, so you really didn't need a second person to do that. And then he also installed the shelving that goes on all those brackets that we installed earlier. So that's what those look on the right side and on the left side. And if you remember that Facebook group I told you to become a member of, if you're building one of these greenhouses, go join it because people are adding even additional shelving, and it's cool to see what people are doing. Thank you so much for watching this part of my greenhouse build. Stay tuned. Part 7 is coming next. It's when we put up the gable.